The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock this Saturday evening. I'm Ben Dennis. Before we get to your top story, a check on that brutal heat that we've felt the past few days. Scott, hey, beautiful shot of the National Cathedral right now, but that's the only pretty thing about this forecast right now.
Yeah, it was well said there, Ben. Yeah, as you can see, Ben's not joking when we say it's the only pretty thing. Look at it. 97 is what it actually feels like outside at 9 o'clock this evening. That's not pretty at all. 91 is neither at partly cloudy skies. That's the only benefit here. We don't have any thunderstorms at all. Severe weather is not in the picture for us this weekend. So that's a positive. But as you see here, the heat index right now, triple digit at Lexington Park. Like I said, 97 is what it feels like in D.C., 91 at Manassas, 97 at Leesburg. In the 80s, which is a little better as you get out towards the Cumberland Valley Way and Allegheny Front Way. And what about the multi-city forecast for D.C., Winchester, and Frederick, Maryland? Well, you see the numbers there as we go throughout the night, and we'll go into tomorrow, and we'll see those numbers take a little bit of a dip here, getting down to the 70s, but really not much else, and then they'll start to climb right back up here as we go throughout the afternoon on your Sunday. So yeah, we get a little bit of a break from the humidity tomorrow, but the heat's still going to be around. Typical summer weather pattern this week, and the remnants of Beryl, it's not even made landfall, the remnants of it though look to get here by midweek. We'll talk about it and show it to you coming up.
All right, Scott. Well, tonight a Prince George's County community is mourning the loss of 3 standout high school football teammates. They all went to play college ball. One was drafted to the NFL recently. The Minnesota Vikings' Kyrie Jackson, as well as Isaiah Hazel and A.J. Litton, were killed in a crash in Upper Marlboro overnight. DC News Now's Dave Laval spoke to coaches and administrators about this devastating loss.
This is where Kyrie Jackson and his teammates went on an amazing run that started in 2015 as Wise High School won the first of 3 straight state football titles. A time to celebrate then. Now, a time to mourn.
It's hard. I think it's hard on everybody.
An emotional former Wise head football coach, DeLon Parrish, as he recalled his former star player, Kyrie Jackson.
Kyrie always believed in himself. Nobody could tell him any different about the talent that he had and what he could do.
Jackson, drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the 4th round of April's NFL draft, died along with 2 former high school teammates in a crash early Saturday morning. The crash happened on northbound Route 4 and Presidential Parkway in Upper Marlboro. Maryland State Police say the preliminary investigation found 23-year-old Corey Klingman of Upper Marlboro slammed into the Dodge Charger that carried Jackson, Isaiah Hazel, and Anthony A.J. Litton, Jr. Police say Klingman may have sped at the time and alcohol may have been involved.
It is a dark day.
Jason Gordon is the athletics director at Wise. Jackson had been expected to compete at cornerback for the Vikings after the rookie graduated from Oregon. Hazel worked on his master's degree after his graduation from Maryland. Litton was all set to play at Bowie State this fall after stops at Florida State and Penn State.
They were all very remarkable young men. They showed what it means to persevere. They displayed perseverance in their post-secondary careers.
Police said Klingman hit a second car. No one in hers or the other car suffered any serious injuries. Charges, according to police, are pending.
The Wise community is holding up the best as they can.
A memorial service is being planned for the 3 former players, as next season will be dedicated to their memories. In Upper Marlboro, Maryland, Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Some tragic details, Dave. Thank you. Staying in Maryland, fire officials in Prince George's County say that this car crashed into a home, started a fire in Chillum. Officials responded to the crash on Ager Road around 4:30 this morning. Crews were able to rescue all residents from that home by a ladder. No injuries reported. In the district, we're told that 2 firefighters were hurt in an apartment fire overnight. This happened in Northeast. Officials say it broke out on Saratoga Avenue around 2:30 this morning. The firefighters suffered non-life-threatening injuries. One resident was left without a home. In Montgomery County, police say that they're investigating a 3-year-old's death in Rockville. Reports came in for a missing boy near Elmcroft Court around noon yesterday. It's there police say they found the child in the neighborhood pool. He died at the hospital. Police, however, do not suspect foul play in that ongoing investigation. Developing right now, Prince George's County police are also investigating a triple shooting that critically hurt a child during a 4th of July neighborhood celebration. DC News Now's Yamari Sase talked to people who live nearby.
Neighbors tell us the shooting happened during an annual 4th of July block party. There was about 50 kids around, almost 100 people having a great time. Organizers say they have this event every single year over the past 20 years, and they've never had an issue. And now a little boy is in critical condition.
Everybody was having a good time until that incident happened.
Lamont Colbert has lived on Akron Street for decades, and every year he attends the annual 4th of July block party, but this year was different.
I thought the fireworks I saw everybody start running down here. My brother looked around, I asked him, he said they were shooting up there.
Prince George's County police say they believe 2 people started shooting at someone else, and there was an exchange of shots. 3 people were shot. One of those victims, a little boy who is now in critical condition.
Messed up. Really messed up real bad.
2 other adults were also shot. One was taken to the hospital. The other was grazed by a bullet. They're both expected to be okay. In this statement, Prince George's County State's Attorney Aisha Brayboy said in part, "This must stop. These senseless acts of violence have no place in our community, and we cannot and will not tolerate it any longer. Our children deserve to grow up in a safe environment, free from the fear of violence." County leaders say guns are the problem, and they're urging anyone with information to speak out.
Our community have a right to enjoy together. They had a right to enjoy coming together tonight as families. They turn violent when someone brings a gun, and so we have got to get these guns off the street.
As of right now, police have no suspects or a motive, but they're urging if anyone has any information to come forward. For now, reporting in Marlow Heights, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Well, thanks to Yamari. A reminder that D.C. is hosting world leaders next week for the NATO Summit. It happens Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at the Washington Convention Center. Drivers can expect road and sidewalk closures nearby, as well as the Federal Triangle area, plus near the White House. Some of those changes start today. Full closures begin Monday. It comes as NATO leaders are vowing to provide Ukraine with weapons for another year, but take NATO membership for the war-torn country off the table.
More support to Ukraine will be our most urgent task.
We are trying to move them closer to the alliance.
Here are the streets that are going to be closed. Check out those red markings. Make sure to plan ahead to avoid any backups. We've got more information from police at dcnewsnow.com. Metro is also making changes for next week's NATO Summit. They'll close Federal Triangle Station Tuesday. They will also be closing Mount Vernon Square starting 11 a.m. on Tuesday all the way through 5 a.m. Friday. The summit will also impact your bus schedules because of those road closures. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. New overnight, President Biden doubling down that he is staying in the race to be the Democratic Party's nominee after last week's poor debate performance and some Democrats saying that he should bow out. The president sat down with ABC News exclusively last night, rejecting any calls that he take a medical screening to show voters he's up to serve another 4 years and defeat Donald Trump in November. Biden insists the debate performance was a, quote, bad episode and not a sign of any serious condition. But just today, a 5th House Democrat called on Biden to step out of the race. Congresswoman Angie Craig of Minnesota says it's the debate performance and Biden's, quote, lack of a forceful response afterward is why she thinks the president cannot effectively campaign and win. This also comes as Democratic Senator Mark Warner from Virginia. He has reportedly talked to Senate colleagues whether they should ask Biden to leave the race, according to the Associated Press. That was first reported by the Washington Post. All right, more local headlines to Loudoun County. A nonprofit serving thousands in the special needs community is facing an uncertain future tonight. The Ark of Lowden runs school, therapeutic, and fitness programs in Leesburg. And leaders say the trustees of the land where the Ark operates are forcing the nonprofit to sign a lease that would end operations there. Northern Virginia reporter Haley Milon has the latest.
The therapies and education for so many kids and adults hang in the balance. The Ark has 2 schools for special needs students, therapeutic centers, and so much more. The Leesburg campus is owned by the Paxton Trust, and trustees are offering the Ark a new lease that would essentially shut down operations in 2 years. Trustees aren't even given a reason for this, though, and they're not providing comment to DC News Now. Ark CEO Lisa Maxwell says the Ark has asked the trust to sell the land or to donate it, but it won't. She says the organization is in a bind because fully relocating programs would take about 5 years. Maxwell emphasized to me how many people are impacted.
We have students that come from West Virginia, from Washington, D.C., from Shenandoah County, Virginia, and from all points in between. We have families that count on our preschool and our clinic in order to be able to get the early intervention services that they desperately need.
And Max tells me she's confident that the Ark will find a solution to all of this and there won't be a disruption in services. I reached out to trustees to get answers about what they would like to do with the land, but they didn't provide comment. In studio, I'm Haley Bylon, DC News Now.